Good afternoon, friends. Today, as a part of communication skills, we are going to start with prepositions of time, place, and directions. So, first of all, the thing is prepositions. Actually, I am Rita Bauwaidavi from Ahmedabad. I am pursuing my PhD in literature, and right now working with LJ Polytechnic, and I am interested in English literature. So first of all, before beginning the chapter called preposition, we should understand what is the meaning of the word preposition. So first of all, preposition is a word which is placed before a noun, nouns like Seema, Rahul, Narendra, etc. Or it can be a board, bottle, a glass of water, or a pronoun. That can be me, her, his, theirs, etc. So, the definition of preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun they govern or control. So, meaning of preposition, second thing important in it is it shows different kinds of relationships, usually of place, movement, time, position, direction, and means of transportation. They also come after words they govern in question and in certain clauses. So, according to the name, preposition just does not come it does not precede the noun or pronoun. It might come at the end of certain question kind of clauses and certain other clauses. So, today we are going to study the below given prepositions. These are the prepositions of time, place, direction, movement, and a means of transport. So first of all, let's begin with the preposition of time. So first of all, preposition denoting time are in, on, and at. So in, on, and at are the three prepositions used to denote time as well as place also. So these preposition indicating time will also be repeated in the preposition of place. So according to the table, if we look at the usage of the prepositions, these three prepositions in, on, and at, first of all, in is used with, in the second block you can see months, years, seasons, and time of the day. Months, you can say I am coming home in January, I am delivering a lecture in October. So years in 1967, 2001, 2006, etc. Seasons like in summer, in monsoon, in winters, and time of the day, in the evening, in the night, in the morning, etc. Second preposition of time that we are going to dealing first of all is in, and then second one is on. Day and then date. On is used with day and date. So for instance, on Sunday, on 15th of August, so any day of a week, 7 days out of 7 days you can use on Sunday, on Monday, or any other day or any other date. Next thing is at. So at a specific time of the day, at is used with specific time of a day. So for instance, at 7 o'clock in the morning, at weekend, etc. Right, this is according to the table. We can say that in, on, and at. In is used with months, years, seasons, and time of the day. On is used with day and specific kind of a date. At is used with specific time of the date. Next thing is, let's see certain examples of the usage of in, on, and at. First of all, we have seen how in, on, and at are used. Well, let's see certain examples. So in, first of all, my sentence is, my sister is coming home in November. So that is, in is used with names of months. So November is a month and in is used with the name of a month. Second sentence is, my mother was born in 1965. So 1965 is a year. So 1965, with that we have used the preposition in. The doctor is coming back in 20 minutes. So again, it's a specific time of a day. Examples of second preposition on. We are submitting our assignments on this Sunday. So on is used with day and date. So Sunday is one of the day of week. So on is used with a day, that is Sunday. Second sentence is, I am coming home on the next Monday. So that is again a day of week. So on is used with the Monday. As a faculty, you have to remain present there on 23rd April. So 23rd April is again second usage, that is day, and then 23rd is the date. Third, a preposition that we are first of all dealing is at. At examples, if you can see, I finished my exercise at the end of the day. At is used with the specific time of the day. So I finished my exercise at the end of the day, not in the beginning of the day. Second sentence, I prefer reading for exams at night. So there is again a specific day, period of a day. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Again a time of a specific time of a day. So special thing about at, in and on is, we should keep this thing in mind always, that the prepositions at, in and on are not used if the noun is preceded by an adjective. For instance, I saw her last Sunday. I am going home next weekend. So if we can understand these two examples. First sentence, if you look at, Sunday is the noun and last is the adjective. So if a noun is coming after an adjective, so there will be no usage of prepositions like at and on. Second sentence also, I am going home next weekend. That is, I am going home on next weekend will be incorrect. Accordingly, first sentence, I saw her last Sunday. So if we write I saw her on last Sunday, the sentence will be incorrect. The examples given on screen is the correct one. I saw her last Sunday, not on last Sunday. So that is the important thing about at, in and on as prepositions. So first of all, we have seen that at, on and in as prepositions of time, and this is a specific or exception kind of a thing in usage of all these three prepositions. So examples. So according to the understanding of these three prepositions in, on and at, let's do certain kind of exercise. So first sentence is, I will gift you a new phone dash your birthday. So in, on and at, out of these three we can add which preposition? On your birthday. I will gift you a new phone on your birthday. She prefers reading the newspaper at night, because this is at night is the specific time of a day. I saw an accident in the morning. So that is again a time of a day. Our family has planned for a movie on this Sunday. So again it's a day and date. Sunday is a day of a week, and we have used on, we can use on as a answer. Second thing is now prepositions of time. Up till now we were dealing with prepositions of time, at, on and in. Now other prepositions are also there which denote time. They are by, till, until, before, after, from, to, for and since. So first preposition is by. By is used to show the latest point of time at which an action will be complete. By is used to show the latest point of time at which an action will be complete. Examples. First, you must be in the hostel by 9:30 p.m. So you must be in the hostel by 9:30 p.m. By means latest by 9:30 you have to be in the hostel. That is the usage of by. Second sentence, applications should be received by the 5th of September. By the 5th of September means latest by 5th of the September. Third sentence, I have to book my tickets by 20th of November. That means by 20th of November I have to be finished with the booking of my tickets. So by, the meaning of the preposition by is certain action should be finished by certain point of time. That is the usage of by. Next is till and until. Till and until are used for the same meaning, to show how long something is expected to last. Till is used in affirmative sentences while until is used in negative sentences. So that is the significant thing about the usage of till and until. Both means the same thing, but one of them is used in affirmative sentences, that is till is used in affirmative sentences, while until is used in negative kind of sentences. Examples, if we look at, till is used with affirmative kind of sentences. First of all, he worked in the office till 7 in the morning. He worked in the office till 7 in the morning. So that means till 7 in the morning he was there in the office. He was working there in the office. Quite a affirmative sentence. Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. So that is again a famous quotation by Swami Vivekananda. So he said, arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. Third, I will wait for you till you arrive at the station. Again an affirmative sentence, and that is why we have used till instead of until. We were waiting for you at the theatre till the movie began. Again an positive sentence, affirmative sentence, and we have used till as a preposition. Until, which is used in negative kind of sentences. Let's see certain examples. Students should not leave the class until they complete the work. So students should not leave the class until they complete the work. So in all these three examples, you can see that there is a combination of no, not, and never with the preposition until. Students should not leave the class until they complete the work. Should not, that is again a negative kind of sentences, and until is used with that. They will never follow your instructions until you behave strictly with them. So again certain kind of negation is there, and they will never follow your instructions until you behave strictly with them. Third sentence, until I come out of my room you are not allowed to go for the match. Again certain prohibition is there. You are not allowed to go out to play the match until I come out of my room. So till and until both means the same thing, but one of them is used in affirmative kind of sentences, while until is used in negative type of sentence. Next thing is before and after. Before and after indicate the relationship between two events. Relationship between two events means certain point of time, and something happening or something preceding the event is called before, and something happening after the event is called after. So before is used to indicate an event preceding a certain point of time, while after is used to indicate an event after a certain point of time. So that is the meaning of or usage of before and after. Now look at the examples of before. You are supposed to watch the movie before it is gone. So you are supposed to do certain thing before the movie is gone. That means the certain action, that is certain point of time before movie goes, you are supposed to watch the movie. One must respect and use the time before it is passed. So before the time passes, you must respect and use the time. Students should remain in the class before the teacher arrives. Students should remain in the class before the teacher arrives. So that is the point of time before which certain actions should be completed. Examples of after. We will go for a walk after dinner. So again after, the dinner is the point of time. So certain action should be complete after dinner. We should meet only after completing the project. So project is the point of time, or project is the appointed situation after which we can do certain thing. I will join the college after completing the 10th standard. The 10th standard, that is the specific time after which we will do certain thing. From and to. Next preposition of time is from and to. From is used to show the starting point of time, and to is used to show the ending point of time. It is not always necessary that from and to can be used only separately in two separate sentences. They can come together in one single sentence. For instance, I will remain busy from Monday to Friday. So if we look at the first example, I will remain busy from Monday to Friday. So starting point is Monday and end point is Friday. So Monday to Friday is the preposition where is the sentence where from and to, both the prepositions are occurring in the same sentence. Second example, my college timing is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that is 8 a.m. in morning is the point when the action starts, and at 4 p.m. action ends. So 8 is the starting point and 4 p.m. is the end point. Third sentence, my father works from early morning to late in the evening. So my father works from early morning. So early morning is the beginning point of the time and late in the morning is the end point. So from and to, from indicates the beginning point of the time and to indicates that it is the end point of the time. According to the example, things must be clear. Exercise, if we look at first sentence, he slept dash 9 a.m. then he went out. He slept till 9 a.m. then he went out. So till is used in affirmative kind of sentences. If we can see, the first sentence is the affirmative type of sentence, and there he slept till 9 a.m. then he went out. So that is the affirmative sentence, and we can use till. We will have dessert after dinner. So dessert or after, or we can use before also. We will have dessert after dinner. So that is, dinner is the specific time, and after that we will do certain thing. I will wait for your arrival till 8 p.m. I will wait for your arrival till 8 p.m. So till 8 p.m. is the latest point by which certain action should be complete. Teacher had started the session dash I entered the class. So teacher had started the session, we can use before or after. Teacher had started the session before I entered the class, or teacher had started the session after I entered the class. Both the prepositions can be correct. Come home by 10 in the night anyhow. So come home by 10 in the night anyhow. By 10, that means by latest by 10 when he should be at home. So exercise, if we have done properly, then according to the sentences, all the prepositions we can fill it up. Next preposition of time is the combination or is the combined use of for and since. These two sentences, these two prepositions we can use with perfect